Getting your life balanced, particularly getting a good work-life balance, is crucial for mental health, particularly over the age of 50. So today I'm going to share with you a few ways that you can maintain that all-important balance and a little peek into my own life too. So stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, to all you ladies over 50 who want to look and feel fantastic. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. Today, I'm really excited to be talking to you about something that is of huge importance to us all. Having a balanced life, juggling work and life, and a lot of these sorts of things change a lot as we move into our 50s and 60s. Did you know that this week is actually Mental Health Awareness Week in the UK? And also May this month is also Mental Health Month in the US too. So I thought it was about the right time to start talking about the importance of mental health and getting the right balance in your life. Mental health and happiness can be really helped by getting the right work-life balance in your life. And of course, it's got to be the right balance for you. And I also think that mental health is really linked with a sense of personal identity. For us ladies particularly, it's important to make sure that the things that we do in life give us a sense of achievement, a sense of fulfillment, pride in our achievements, and a sense of satisfaction. So many of us, of course, have had so many changes in our lives by the time we get to our age. You know, many of us have had children that have flown the nest, maybe husbands who've flown the nest. A lot of us have had some very traumatic events in our lives, and it's important that we reach this age with a sense of personal identity for ourselves. Do feel free to share anything in the comments below in this little community of ours where it's a non-judgmental place and we're all rooting for each other. So creating a balanced life is so important for us. Ladies, we have to do things that make us feel good. I've been thinking about a few key recommendations and three main areas that will help us ladies to maintain good balance in our lives. So the first key recommendation really is to make sure that you separate areas of your life physically in order to be able to separate them mentally. Now, I'll show you what I mean later in the video. The second little key recommendation is don't try and be all things to all people. I mean, we know by the time we get to our age that actually this is never going to work. So don't try to do that because you're setting yourself up to feel bad. So don't do it, ladies. The third key recommendation is always prioritize your health. Always put that first because without your health, you can't have anything. So now for the three main strands that I've identified really as things that have got to be elements of your life so that you have personal identity and that you have a good balance. And the first main strand is exercise. Now, don't get me wrong, I am no gym bunny. However, all I know is that when I've moved my body in some way, not necessarily major exercise, but that I've done something, I just feel so much better. Mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. And I really like that for you too. Now, I'm going to show you how I do this in just a moment. But what I do find is that once I've done some form of exercise, it re-energizes me, it sharpens me up and gives me more energy so that I can do more later on, whether it's work, whether it's looking after the family, whatever it might be. So come with me and I'll show you what I do. What I plan to do is about 5 times a week to do one of these swift bicycle exercises, which is so good, so healthy, keeps you fit. But you know, 5 times a week schedule, and it fits down, basically it's about 3 times in the end, because you know what life is like, ladies. You know, life gets in the way and you don't have as much time for exercise as you would like. But this is just fabulous to use this. And this is the start point. So I'm just going to take you just for a few minutes just through one of these journeys. I think you'll like it. And this is one of the scenes along the route. This is an imaginary place called Watopia that they've invented. But a lot of the really nice places that I like to go are in the desert. And here you've got lots of rock formations and things like that, which again reminds me of the real desert. And I'm coming towards an old cowboy, like a cowboy and Indian type old style western town. And if you look at it really carefully, you can see there's a train coming in from the left, and by the time I get to this point I think, well, gosh, should I just get off and get on the train? But that would defeat the whole purpose of doing the exercise, wouldn't it? So I plough on. This is beautiful here. By the time I get here, I'm a bit puffed, and I think this is such a refreshing place. You know, it makes you feel fresher with all the cascade of water coming down. And this is my avatar. This is meant to be me. She's a lot fitter than I am. Now, do you think my bum looks big in this? I'm a bit worried. This is my favourite part of the journey, actually. The beautiful flowers all across the plain here, and then the mountains in the background. It's so uplifting. So, of course, the second main strand that we ladies need to think about in terms of maintaining our mental health and our work and work-life balance is, of course, work. Now, by the time you get to our age, work actually does look rather different. You know, some of us work from home now, some of us work online, some of us work part-time, some of us work full-time and are still juggling full-time and family. Some of us are focusing just on family at home, and that's our major work. And some of us have taken early retirement. But whatever it looks like, the key thing that we have to bear in mind, ladies, is to preserve ourselves. Preserve ourselves with work as well as with life. So, you know, you remember earlier in the video, I talked about maintaining a separate physical area to maintain separate mental areas of our lives. And this is what I've done. I've got two work areas, actually. So I'd like to show you the first one, which is more fun, really. So I'm going to show you now. Okay, so this is my work area where I do all my videos, and also where I do the Instagram. It's focusing on 50 and Fabulous with my friend Deirdre. And this is my more light-hearted work area, my feminine work area, if you like. So as you can see, everything's pale pink because that's the way I like it. That's the colours of my channel as well, with a bit of gold. I've also got some energy-giving plants here, which I just love. Everything is pink even over here. And of course, I've got these motivational posters, which, you know, I come here in the morning and it cheers me up, makes me feel better, encourages me to work. And look at all these beautiful colours as well. So this is my first work area. So this is my other office where I conduct all my international consultancy. At the moment, obviously, online. This is a much more formal, practical setting, reflecting the kind of work that this is. Now, of course, normally when there's no pandemic, it involves a lot of international travel, where I do a lot of training and consultancy work, particularly in North Africa and the Middle East, which I adore. This is where I do the main part of my work. So the third main strand that helps to maintain your personal identity and your work-life balance is, of course, leisure. Now, leisure has got to be scheduled into your life just as importantly as everything else. Otherwise, it just doesn't happen. And of course, leisure can take many different forms, be very diverse. For example, I've got a friend who likes crocheting and stand-up paddleboarding, but let's hope not at the same time. And then I've got another couple of friends who are brilliant at painting beautiful specimens of plants and flowers, absolutely gorgeous. So, of course, some of these kinds of interests, some of these leisure pursuits will probably need their own personal space, whether it's in your home or whether it's something that you do outside. But the key takeaway with all of this is you must schedule in the time, because you deserve it, ladies. So schedule in some leisure time that makes you happy, makes you feel fulfilled. So, of course, the main thing to do with your leisure time is to make sure you schedule in fun things. So I'm going to be showing you something about my own leisure time in a week or so. So you will really want to see this. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss all of my future videos to learn what I do in my free time. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you a few ideas on how to balance your life. Please do like and share your comments underneath, as I said before, and please subscribe to my channel as well. So I look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget, be here, and lots of love. Bye-bye. So today we've got an extra special guest and an audience in our studio. Let's hope she's learning something about work-life balance.